Hi, I'm Courtney Davis from theempoweredwoman.ca, and in this video I'm going to be sharing how to masturbate to manifest your desires. So essentially what we are doing here is putting you in touch with and revving up your sexual creative life force energy. And so in connecting with your genitals, so your cock or your vagina, you're essentially connecting with your sexual center, which is at the core of who you are. And so therefore in doing that, you'll develop or you'll feel a greater sense of your authentic self, and your intuition will also strengthen as well. So you'll feel a stronger sense of self-connection and purpose. So I personally masturbate or do something like the Jade Yoni Egg practice or breast massage or erotic sensual dancing in order to rev up my sexual energy before I do anything important like filming or writing content or even a job interview. I do this just to really put myself in touch with who I am and also ignite this vibrancy in me. And so when I don't do this, I actually notice a really obvious difference, especially on camera. I can feel that there's this sort of lack of zest in my presence. So masturbating is going to help you manifest your desires on different levels. It's going to help you get in touch with what those desires are. It's going to amplify the energy and the ability that you have to create those desires and bring them to life. And it's also going to help you come up with new creative ideas that will help you, once again, to sort of fuel those desires and bring them into fruition. So here is your official guide on masturbating to manifest your desires. The first thing you're going to want to do is to do something to really center and ground yourself. So whether that's meditating, maybe it's yoga, exercise, dance, even just moving your hips, or for women especially, giving yourself a really beautiful breast massage with a beautiful oil as well. So my favorite oil is by Libations, and I will link to it below this video. The next thing is to make sure that you have a notebook beside you so you can write down any of your desires and creative ideas that arise as you're self-pleasuring. I never self-pleasure without a notebook beside me because without fail, every single time I'll have some sort of idea come up that I have to put down on paper. So once you're feeling grounded, centered, and you have your notebook beside you, you can begin by just really slowly starting to touch your body. And you want to develop a really whole body sense of arousal. And so you'll do this by massaging and touching your entire body, especially including your inner thighs, your pelvis, your belly, and your breasts as a woman. At the same time, you want to really consciously relax your body and breathe super deeply, visualizing spreading your sexual energy throughout your body. Once you feel this whole body turn on and arousal, you can begin by stroking your cock or your clitoris. And the key here is that you're going to bring yourself close to orgasm over and over again without going over the edge. So if you've heard of the practice of edging, that's exactly what you're going to do here. For women, you're not going to use a vibrator because I want you to stay super tuned into the subtle sensations that you're feeling in your body. Staying super tuned into these really subtle feelings will be key for you sort of feeling into and spreading your sexual energy throughout your body. And then from there, you're going to progress to stimulating the inside of your vagina. At that point, it can be really helpful to have a high quality pleasure wand of some sort to help you with that inner stimulation so that your hands and your wrists don't get sore and so that you can also reach all of the deep places within yourself. And the inside of the vagina is where all of the magic is. So once you start really healing and awakening your connection to the inside of your pussy, that is when you'll start to notice super deep and profound shifts in terms of your ability to feel your sense of self as a woman. But the key to uncovering your desires and then generating the energy to help you manifest them and attract them is by edging, so this process of bringing yourself close to orgasm but not quite going over the edge, and doing that repeatedly while consciously relaxing your body, breathing really deeply, and then if you're a woman, eventually progressing to spending some serious amount of time internally stimulating yourself. Another key part of this process is that you need to remove the goal of orgasm. If you're super focused on this end goal of orgasm, then you're not going to create the space in order for these creative ideas to emerge and flow through you. So ultimately, you want to have a really explorative, present and sort of non-expectational mindset when you're going through this practice. So you'll likely be surprised at the amount of creative ideas that can start to just flow through you when you self-pleasure in a really explorative way, which is why I say that I never self-pleasure without having a notepad beside me. And there's something really powerful about writing your desires and your goals and your ideas down on paper. If you listen to any teacher speak on the law of attraction and manifesting what you want, the power of writing something down cannot be emphasized enough. As well, any desire that arises for you is welcome. So it can be anything from a list of the qualities that you want to attract in your life partner. It can be the amount of money that you want to create and earn from your career. Anything that arises for you is totally valid. And that's how you masturbate to manifest your desires. So try it out. Let me know your experiences in the comments or a message. I always love hearing what comes up for you. As well, if you want to learn more about awakening your sexual pleasure and power, make sure to check out my Viva La Vagina e-courses for women and men. As well, check out our high quality online pleasure shop where I sell a variety of these crystal dildos as well as yoni eggs to help you activate and use your sexual energy to manifest your desires. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe. And any of the things that I've referenced in this video, you can find links to in the video description below.